Welcome to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-looking-good dating simulator. To be honest, I felt kind of weird doing pretty much any dating simulator, so why not do the old Colonel a favor and enjoy his finger-looking-good chicken? So, without ado, let's jump in. My name, we all know my name. There we go. I can get used to this. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow throughout the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day at culinary school and no time to sleep in. Smack that freaking clock. Whew, thank God that's over. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. Let's daydream a bit. This is, after all, a dating simulator. I might as well daydream. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. You know, like where you, let's see here. Oh, hold on there. Oh. It's like a basic isekai where running out with bread in your mouth, you either end up with your love interest or get hit by Truck-kun. Yeah, it was delicious, just when I needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes, you're in such a hurry. In fact, you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Hey, hold on now. Who's sweating buckets straight out of bed? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. All right, she's the Cluckson? Okay.
Good morning, MD. Are you excited for your first day of the rest of our lives?
Actually,
Because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous.
Just
that morning I made breakfast for myself, but when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm good? What if I
fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by a MasterChef parent, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies, playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great.
But with the University of the Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters...
3-day only? What?
I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up.
I love that face, though. That's a great face. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had the flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. It looks like she got all her teeth, though. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Let's change the subject. A distraction will definitely help her. It's hard to see Miriam like this and, frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. All summer, you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who's enrolled in this school. Yeah, it's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, about this mystery student we read on about the school message board, any new deets? Oh, get this, I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has
powers. He's had them ever since he was born, from an egg.
I mean, I guess technically we are from eggs, just not externally. An egg, like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some other rumors I've heard. Like I heard he once fought a bear with just a smile. Yeah, that's pretty tough. You both sigh thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted by someone who smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Is that Ashley? It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley.
Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. Hello, they're perfect, normal shins.
You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone.
If anyone here knows what perfect shin looks like, it's us.
We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. Oh, this is gonna be... Van the Man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes.
Van.
You ring. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Bandman have just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, would ever allow people like you to attend as students.
I know, right? You think they'd just hand us our diplomas now?
Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam.
See you later, losers.
As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it.
Oopsies. I think it's broken.
You reach forward and easily pull the door open. What is this? That should do the trick.
I love you.
Love's a strong word. I think you mean thank you.
My name is Pop.
Same as me, apparently.
I was named after my Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student of the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. He doesn't know his own name. He has to read his own name tag. That's crazy. Hi, Pop. I'm MD, so... Are you going to make me hold this door all day?
No.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Is it just me, or is he kind of cute?
I guess klutz attract klutz. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unaware where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable! What kind of voice should I give a dog? No, quiet down, everyone. Oof. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, the head instructor and CEO of UCSAL.
Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, a wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside of the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then, he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still.
It's him. It's...
Well, if it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Woof. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish the sentence. What the heck can I give him? Please, call me Colonel. Oh, yeah. Give him a solid snake voice. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering from his hot, chiseled face. What begins to beat across your brow? You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong.
And this over here must be sweaty. Sweats a lot.
Maybe we should open the window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? You find a turn Colonel Sandals standing right in front of you. Oh, that's the thing. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently at his hand outstretched. Boy, how did this classroom get hotter than a Kentucky fryer? That's his voice. That's his voice permanently. Gotcha. Please, use my handkerchief right here, yeah. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're only completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? You better take niceness when you get it. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful you hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It's his natural scent on it, the smell of the most delicious chicken you ever smelled. A person who smells like chicken. I don't know about that. Professor Dog steps in the center of the class down and gets some ground rules. Welcome to University Cookie School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's browsing. How many characters are there? Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone has had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track to out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year at school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Someone with such an unforgettable face, of course. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Oh, he's a ferocious dog. Let that be a lesson to you students, and the tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Like, is he an oven? The class bursts into laughter. Oh, thank you, rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never heard a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? I think probably chicken, being this is a chicken cooking thing. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Being this is a chicken thing. Well, 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 I think there might be some good competition for the new star student. The furry professor immediately devours your snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drill. Ugh. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Hey, there's still a seat here.
It seems there's no one claiming the seat here right next to me if you're interested, so inclined. 2 good options, but what will you choose? Oh, this is a toughie. The whole thing is supposed to be Colonel Sanders. But do you abandon your best friend for love? The answer is yes. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishment of something, so say it. Oof. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you're settled in your seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz.
Wait. Did I forget his name already? Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Yeah.
Yay, a quiz about me.
No, Bob. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at this culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. Train A is traveling to point B, and train B is traveling to point A. How important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely, looking at you, Bob. That's right. Forest is a tree, as chicken is to... What? Forest is a tree, as chicken is to... Slam dunk? That's wrong. What? What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat, of course. A pancake that looks like a silly face. That is pretty good. But I think the purpose is love today. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. It's bad for your blood pressure. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He is a talking dog that teaches at a culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right. Your total score is 4 out of 5. Only 1 wrong, not too shabby. You might just do all right, kid. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. He's like, you're not a complete idiot after all. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Oh, wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever been eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
Do you smell that? Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells great.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Wait.
Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Well, howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But
Lunch.
She said, shh, Bob. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled. You know, the smell I smelled, my smelly nose, my nosy smell. Smell, no smells, nose.
Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what kind of food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Chicken! Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. Do it. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavor. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. You can't have my secret ingredients. You can't have my chicken. It's my chicken. It's mine. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at a sick burn that really fell flat like his hair. You wait to see what a zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment it was only the hands of a true gentleman. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Hold on. Are those chicken leg drumlets? Chicken legs cut out of her thigh high? I can't believe I didn't notice that. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Well, she can't have him. He's mine! Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. I will take his. Give me his share of chicken. Whoa, hold on. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. Ooh. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. I already did it. It's amazing. It was in fact amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. And here you will meet the chicken god, I'm sure. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards light. I'm going to savor. If there's one thing I know, if you're eating a food, you better frickin' savor it. Don't just wolf it down. Savor it. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with these flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man or a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. I approach Colonel Sanders. Not you. I approach him. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for Phil Sheriff. What exactly was on that chicken? It was exquisite. How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I have for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No biggie, no big deal. It's just that you and me here talking, I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. That's right, it is only 3 days. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? Is that a chicken on top of his staff? His walking staff? Yes, it is. Aww. You've got my moxie, I'll give you that. Hey. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use something. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. It's not even going to tell us. Come on, we want the trade secrets. Blank. Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him, as a stalker does. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I do like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans, like to open a fried chicken chain. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure out now is the perfect time to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. I don't think we need to change his thing. I don't think we need to bully him. I don't even know what neg is. Is negging like poking, pushing, smacking, rubbing? I don't know what that is, so we're just gonna be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. If there's 2 things that will get you a man's heart, 1 is food and 2 is compliments. And I just did both. I complimented his food. Wait, I haven't fed him yet, though. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay was between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, AMD. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. I sure hope so, Colonel. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. If we're cooking chicken, I don't know what we want eggplant for. That eggplant and chicken? Please don't tell me that's one of the 11 spices.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Oh, wait a second. Oh, no. We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it?
You're not going to blow anything, except for maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creation. Does she, make, a normal serving and then split it into, 10 and, here's a single piece of chicken with a lettuce shaped like a dove on top of it in a blue-colored sauce. Wow, that would be cute. I gotta eat more than that.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
And now, I'm calling it now. I've got to choose between my childhood friend and Colonel Sanders. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Oh, so sad. Oh, but that's perfect. You like Bob. Bob's perfect for you. Bob's perfect for her. Aww. Sure, MD, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner.
Her pouty face. She has such a great pouty face.
Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I don't know who to choose.
It looks you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to be asked to be Miriam's partner? A human, please. I'm sure this wonderful cook right here will help cook perfectly. However, this specimen over here. Yeah. Bob. I'm sorry, Clink, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. These are such cute faces. Even she's happy that she's like, thank gosh, I'm not stuck with that thing. I can't tell if he's a smiling or if that's his face always. Bob gets a big smile and as he steps up to the same station as Miriam.
I will serve.
He holds up a banana and without peeling, proudly eats the whole thing. I'm going to leave it up to your imagination. I'm not going to demonstrate that. Though I could. I'm not going to. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out.
I love your enthusiasm, Pop.
She looks at you like, really, this kid? But it's too late to change your choice now. I have a feeling if I chose the other one, something else weird would happen. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. All right, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and serve and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Woof. Which dish do you want to adjust to partner Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy. You don't even have to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I think, since he's... Hold on. So the idea here is that I'm supposed to be wooing Colonel Sanders. So, if we think about him doing chicken, the best pairing is probably what I want to prepare. I want to prepare mashed potatoes and gravy. See? There we go. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Like I couldn't imagine me without you. Or without chicken in my life. Colonel Sanders cast a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. No, that's the wrong accent. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine, I do say.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
Yes, I do. Although, those thigh highs with the chicken on them. That's a close second, right? That's a close second. Close second. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own dang business.
Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off of my man.
Did someone call for me?
No, geez, Van Isle. I'm over here crushing MD's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of her classwork. That was the deal, remember?
That's bomb music, though. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns to his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley and Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like MD was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Huh, doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van. Julie, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing.
Did she just call me a thing?
That has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for your Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley's really going at you hard. You better ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Marion, your forever bestie who has always had your back. I need my hunk to be a hunk. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format. Okay? You're done! You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. Right, honey boo? I chose Colonel Sanders and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on MD as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're the perfect pair for each other. Neither of you have MB's natural talent or their loyalty. Whew. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy nature. Hiding behind everything. 2 feet of anything. You look down at your station and realize, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Really? I'm talented. Her face, though. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed and boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for its flavor, as if your natural passion guided you through these steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out to which he pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Where did the KFC bowl come from? Gravy flows down to the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would have been proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. I don't have a spork. Here's... You reach out and grab hold of it. But he doesn't immediately let go. He tugs on it a little bit. The two of you stand holding the same spork. And for that small moment, all of madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. You just stare into each other's eye. Your eyes lock. It does. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Whoa, holy oh, whoa. I'm staying still. If you love something, set it free. Meaning, let go of my spork. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes. You lift up a heaping sporkful up, and when you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting something against you to be Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage, without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Be gone, thought!
Van, do something!
Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy. He realizes it's frickin' delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with this as much as love and integrity?
Hold on, right there, MD. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potato face?
Van rushes over and covers dish in hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepare a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus. Oh, hold on. Gotta get the right voice. Mashed potatoes with gravy. Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle egg, forged by my supreme chef ancestors. Whoa. You've ignored me for too long. that ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van Man and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
No, don't!
Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned into process. The results could be toxic. Too late, guys. Too late. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven.
I don't feel so good.
It killed him! He's dead! Everyone, step back! Don't take another bite! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle be flipped up by Bob's mouth. Bob winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class gathers to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd as they are motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Bob's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against the poisons of all kinds. I don't think that's what inoculation is. It's a biological process, not a chemical one. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. I can barely afford the treats my students have to give up to me. Goes to the student.
Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through there. Please let me walk you home in lieu of your childhood friend, who's definitely jealous.
What? Like, for real? Oh, come on.
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you love him. Oh, that you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders, won't you be the chicken to my potatoes and biscuits? Colonel Sanders? Yes, MD? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, geez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world. When I was a boy, I had a dream. That one way I would be the greatest chef in the world. To cook the best dishes that ever been. To serve them is my goal. Chef Van Van. And every day since I have been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them. Like we should. Oh, God, all these voices. Gosh damn, all these voices. Our first voice thing. I'm used to talking so much. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them, like wishes floating on a shooting star. Ugh. Hey, no, shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cucking literally killed a dude? You can't prove that. The nerve of this guy. I also saw that you killed that guy. What was his name? Did he even have a name? He was just a student, wasn't he? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. It was him going, forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. I think I left the fridge open. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connect with Nut Chef on an emotional level? Be afraid, be very afraid of me because
Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. Is he rhyming on purpose or is that a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Attack. Decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. I'm not gonna say what I was thinking, because you were thinking it. I don't have to say it. You were thinking it. You take 1 damage. Where's my health bar? Tried to go on attack. It worked last time, right? Cooking with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their matched mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will we respond? Not take that friggin' hit. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening, this 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 is not happening." Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on to attack once again. Spork Monster's old utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. Does 1 damage. Spork Monster's oozing cheese sauce on the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of care stops here. Colonel Sanders summons energy of 1,000 chickens. What is this, Legend of Zelda? Popeye Power Pitch does 10 damage. Spork Monster's defeated. That's all just do it at the beginning. Why you let him hit me like that? Come on, dude. I thought we were cool. We were getting cool after just 1 day of meeting each other. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast, so that he might come to service later. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. If he comes back tomorrow with friends, I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. There's a defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be first to be a cookbook, but on closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. That's got to be a curse. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it was Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down for your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Colonel Sanders, you hunk of a man, did you take me to my room and then stay there? Waiting for me to wake up, make a move? Oh, I won't let you down. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home, and in your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you tucked in tightly. Suddenly, there's a weight next to you. Night, my Colonel. in your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing you your love. Dreams are weird. Oh, he's still alive dead. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And were these always here, or is Colonel Sanders on the other side of this wall? And then there was a secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? Probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of school. Before you can tell her about the encounter of the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know it might sound a little strange, but I think I might be... I think I might like Bob.
Yeah, I know. That's why I paired him with you. Because you said he was cute. I'm so happy for you. Like him? Like?
I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class. He's actually totally a sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. There'll be all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3?
No, he didn't.
Not only that, but he founded a special unit of one of super soldiers who all wear the same hats because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool.
But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. Yeah, I tried to make out on the first night. That's totally slow.
You ain't Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of School, Cookie Stool, Academy for Learning. You're a thing.
We definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess.
Is that? That's a smile, but I'm pretty sure you're jealous. I'm pretty sure she's jealous. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. I am great. I am great. Nothing will stop me. You have an idea how to prove that your love is real. If it's using love as a secret ingredient, please no. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes lit up.
Oh, what? A secret ingredient?
Yeah, just like I said, a secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
This summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. And he even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said he said it was a powder created from a super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
I filled my suitcase with them and brought them. He was so nice. The day when I arrived later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I ever tasted.
Did she get aphrodisiac? I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. No, very literally, it's anything you put in there. It doesn't kill you, but adds flavor. So, it really was a spice, I'm sure.
Whatever. Anyhow, we both shared interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about the new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'll be much use to anyone.
Please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel's secret or share it with your bestie? Ooh, it's not just not telling. It's an utter betrayal. Well, if I give her a fake ingredient, it doesn't matter because she wouldn't have the other 10. Or 9 if the one she has is technically right. Well, you think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about, I have new. I know. Sounds something's kind of like a wish potions, but what can you do?
You what?
Oh. Her eyes light up with magic, such a thing. You figure you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm what she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossoms petal fill the air. And your hunk of a man, Colonel Sanders, appears. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school on a pretty pony. I guess it's a horse. A full size is a horse. I stand back and admire his majestic glory, or run to him. I need to get the crap out of this situation, so run to him. He decided the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely he'll sweep you up on the back of a stallion and you ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. Aubrey suddenly surprised the horse rears up, kicking you directly in the face. Oh! The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold, and you lose a whole day. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ghost of Student. Yeah, he didn't have a name, it was just Student. Oh, MD, I'm here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is... Before you can continue, you suddenly wake. Ghost of Student.
Oh, jeez.
You wake to find Colonel Sanders tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices, or is that his naturally seasoned musk? The musk of man meat. That'll rouse me. Wait, don't clip that! Compliment the craftsman of the horseshoes. Lean in for a kiss. I think the second day is too much of a kiss, so maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who's really in the wrong here. One thing is for sure, Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That was the thing to do, apparently. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears from the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it's to be really bad. The Pythagorean triangle has something to do with chicken bucket. Someone do the math here. Wait, no, they're all variables. There's no math to do here. It's just variables. These are formulas. Is that a 2? I have to zoom in later. If that's a 2, you can't even get pi right? What the? Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Like summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. I've got to say, though, if Colonel Sanders wasn't there and Van Van wasn't a freaking dope, I'd kind of be into him, you know? Look at that chiseled chest and that 6-pack in his... He looks like something out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I wonder what his stand would be. But he sees you coming! Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a beat and mind your own wax, honey?
Tell him to stop asking amateur. Act like you're not interested, but really try to get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back to them. You can even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. That is an evil face. She's really giving me Jessie from Pokemon vibes. Now you've upset them.
Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than a culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found in your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book I found last night with the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back.
I don't know what you're talking talking about. This book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They got Bob pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Oh, that poor boy. That poor boy. That poor boy.
We're playing.
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep, 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 beep.
Blake must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. Hey. Don't be mean to what I assume is a personified oven. With other stuff. Whatever that is. You watch how you talk to them. He didn't do anything.
Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
Stand mixer? I don't even know. Wop, wop. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Oh. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room, as electrical appliances do.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Just not having good eye makeup and way too much shadow.
Yeah. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of your sales. Save it for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plans.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now. I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's a scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face. Down, boy, down. Is that German for Octum? That's not Octum. Octum! Octum! That command is shout. Yeah, it is Octum. Octum. That command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Are corgis German? They are English. I don't know. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains his control of his classroom. Without further ado, we'll review this global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson? Truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. What? But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. What does it matter anyway? You're gonna have a partnership and a successful business chain. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, MD, naturally this appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Not a dog biscuit. Shimmering pepper. That might be spicy. Lots of water is boring. Let's pepper it. A brightly covered pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out and grab it and eat it right away. However, your body's not prepared for the heat. Yep, it's a spicy one. The pepper has triggered an instant spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. Yeah, because spices are hallucinogenic. They're not. My friend. Ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh, just tell me your friggin' name. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy, you feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. Why would you offer it to me then? You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. Thanks, I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, relax.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter and make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared.
Be a time competitive kickoff.
Oh, that's not right. Oh, whatever. Low theatrics is way off the charts. Demand they stop wasting their time or challenge them. The thing with bullies, you can either ignore them or challenge them. And demands are neither, so we're going to challenge the crap out of them. We're going to make them stop. A bit of a lunchtime competition, eh? Tell me in if I have to wipe the tables with your fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Good one, man. I like your gumption, MD. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. No, you just ate his last pepper. He's not going to stop it.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court.
Finally, little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least not until we turn on the timer.
Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
Woof. I stand corrected. The hallway builds a solidly foundational confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case you're wondering. I hope it's a message that lifts you to victory, I do dare believe.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now's my chance to shine.
Why do you have a chain with a charm on your knife? Whatever.
I will defeat you myself.
You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you could really impress me again here. Time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What time does water boil at? 100 degrees Celsius. That's right, but how would you even have gotten to school without knowing that?
Winter gets to rub my furry belly. Let's
enticing offer to motivate you. You're going to need seasoned kitchen work. You don't know what Colonel Sam's recipe, but you have an idea. How many herbs? Say 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging testifies. Now that you've gotten some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude. That's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy for that place. I haven't done it in the 2 days I've been here. Where does it come from? The small town where big dreams are... There we go. That's right. This is your big shot, and you're not going to miss it. And sorry if I don't say it all. I want to make sure I get the answers right. I don't want to do random ones. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What's the sound of success? Sizzling. That's wrong. Crap. Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, MD. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except now he's watching you totally forget what you were doing. Now I can think about Colonel Sanders. Whoa. What the heck? You're stranded on a desert island with only one desert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on a challenge you're falling behind? I forgot the what does that have to do with crafts? I don't know. Woof, woof. You're really struggling to keep up. And the next station over has to begin to play the elements of a dish. It's colorful and complex. Every time you toss your biscuit dough into the stand mixture. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes.
Bzz, pop. No.
I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilize the kitchen battle, but sometimes I'd be sacrificing the personal touch.
Clink.
You might not have any hands, but MD does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed.
MD, no!
Is this like an erogenous thing for them? But you're not fast enough, your hand gets stuck. It immediately gets crushed by this quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stops what you're doing right now. This battle is over. Wait, oh, that's not right. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing this dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Oh, it's too bad. And here I am with a complete dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on the account of MD's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his dog. He chops his locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find an array of delights taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask MD to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of a delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to be melted away and revealing the ingredients hidden within. That actually does look good. And you got the flour for aromatics and the honeycomb. I don't know what that is, but the rest of it looks delightful. Inside you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nugget, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Oh, you...
As he places the sauce-covered finger to his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something in his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel or put yourself... I think... I made a lot of mistakes today. Hang on. One thing that'll help me get right is lemonade and tea. I'm gonna internalize it and let him deal with her himself. Your rage burned intensely within your eyes, but that they burst into flames. Flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. They fall off your face, which means the rest of people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, but not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married, because, well, we were almost there on day one, so. And he won't even ask you to cater his waiting because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but that running with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out.
I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think.
That's exactly what I think. You've never failed a day in your life. You hunk of a man with your beautiful hair and you're in the army at 3 years old.
Well, then I think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, and motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked to the paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician? I was passionate about justice, but failed as a lawman. I was passionate about lifestyle, but I even failed as a meal handler. That one was especially humiliating. Meals can be so cruel. I don't want to know how a meal humiliated you. That sounds awful. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and well-cut beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money could deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, he could see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. His eyebrows are safe, though. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Oh, that's what that is. Wait, is there a safe? No, just a load. Oh, that's weird.
Yay!
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster. Borko.
It is all I know. I said I would be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just want to say I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize, by the way, I switched right into attack mode.
I know you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to school. I was always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were a human once?
Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbooks cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook?
Precisely, I procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I'll be there.
It sounds like there are a lot of bad cooks in the kitchen of life, MD. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway. We can discuss how to get you out of those pantalones. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside his home, your eyes are drawn to the cock on his desk. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Oh. Okay. He was born with the beard! He was born with the beard! And a chick! Oh my gosh! Looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there's something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and texture. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I think I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eye perked up. He starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. You want to pair with something spicy or something crispy? Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your news creation him or keep it a secret just for you? Oh, reveal it? I'm trying to get with him. I don't know what you're doing. Decide that you're ready as you ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. I hate coleslaw. I've only had one coleslaw that I like, and it was pineapple coleslaw. Every other one can go to the trash can, straight to the trash can, don't even let me see it. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway, and somehow it's in one of his containers. Magnificent! Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to this last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure. Why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tapping the item to discover more about the Colonel. Large urn. There's a plaque on it, dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the description. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Interesting. Poor guy. Candle scented. If it's fried chicken flavored candle, that's... I don't know what to do after that. A scented candle, you pick it up and you try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's blank. Tap an item to learn more. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks like a bit like Colonel Sanders, staying with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be piercing them. I don't see that, but okay. You look closely and see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Tap an item to discover more about the Colonel. So this is the last thing, probably. secret recipe. Think for a moment. What is the number important to cultivate? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn it dial 11 to say so, they find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? No, it cannot. Do not do chicken sashimi style. You will more than likely get hysteria. Is that what it's called? Cook your chicken always. Happen an item, discover more about the Colonel. Photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered was one of his secrets, herbs and spices. Happen item. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor from the goatee and mustache combo he sports. You can figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Or the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Debit item. A lock of silver hairs woven through the teeth of the company. That is a beautiful piece of art. I want that. Hold on. No, this is a composite image. You can see where they cut it out of something else. Upon further inspection, you realize the hair there isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Caponite item. It's a very small, realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must be an important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. Little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. Oh, okay. Item. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and the mountain range beyond. Just then, the coast of Student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out to the world of quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. How would I avenge you? I could just tell you right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and see a ghost of Student is swept out with a breeze. I don't see anything else clickable except the door. You open the door of Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off the hanger and try it on. The jacket is big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say his home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh, crap, the jacket! I forgot to take it out. Oh. Time for another tea break to contemplate. The mood is... No. I think we're supposed to make the move on day 3. So I either tell him it's cold or be truthful. I think I'm going to be truthful. You confess. I think I've developed things for you. Wait. That's completely different. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. The thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, MD. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slowly. Talk late in the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Oh my gosh. You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. You'd make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders. Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about, blank. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal, but if the recipe is secret, how will they know? Because it'll be physically inside the store. What do you mean, how will they know? You can chemically check what's in it. If you've done chemistry, you know how to chemically backtrack things using moles and a mass of atoms. It's a pain in the butt, but you can do it. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room, allowing me to take a quick chicken break. Oh, let's see if I can fit this whole thing in there. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up for you. It's meticulous. It's fried chicken with butter on biscuits. As I stare at it, I wish he would butter my biscuits like that. And maybe use some of his chicken man meat. Put it in my mouth. I'm gonna have to cut this out. This is horrible. You taste Colonel Sanders' food. It takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're a perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cook? I was about to say cookery. Yeah, flatter. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. That's two, and he's facing the wrong way. Please reflect him. Make him go the other way. Editor that I don't have. That's definitely me. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner, could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out of the door and get home. Still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. Get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been?
Because
I had one heck of a night with Bob. I've been desperate to talk to you since about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something might have happened to you.
Okay, I was just...
But that's I definitely get up to speed on the side of me.
Sure, but...
You will not believe what happened to me at school yesterday. I went on 8 days.
I think I can believe that.
Does that partner with Bob? He asked me to go out with him. Of course I told you better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, you can get to know a little guy. I mean, the little guy. I don't know what size this guy is, if it's little or not. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house. But things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she say shush house? As if that's a thing people just say? What is it? I'm sure it's a sushi house. And she's not happy about this.
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. Fully clothed, of course, because this is, well, it is implied together, but I don't know.
What?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection was, wow, sir. Miriam tells you to move on from whole Colonel Sanders' obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Bob, although he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he is Bob.
What's so sweetly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away.
Wait, I'll have myself a swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dipped, too.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Although, Van, you are quite hulking yourself. Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school? Mm-hmm.
There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You got some nerve, MD, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. That horse is not defenseless. That horse kicked me in the face. It's not defenseless. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. Flex your fist with the injury from yesterday's mixer accident make you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go all on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears that things are getting close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has begun going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? MD, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back into fighting form by this afternoon. His bones heal that fast.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
You don't have nails. Which is good, because you don't want to lose a nail in your cooking, but you don't have nails to break, unless you broke them all after the fact. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but if your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? You get cute little blush, you look so much prettier like this without that scowl Look at that cute little face. The cute little face.
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food was received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, MD, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Oh, he's pissed off at me now.
Maybe you can tell me more about your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of purified foods. See you inside, MD. Don't you dare talk for me again. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself of how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful?
I could think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edge of the page. You just use this spell here. It says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming...
That is way too drastic. Couldn't you be something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger and lose your finger because you don't have blood flow anymore?
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Why? Why? So, I abandoned my friend for this man. If I did that now, everything would be for naught. Don't do it after all. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Yeah, she was really scared I'd do it. Bruno's already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, there's nothing to be afraid of. The cute little nose scrunches up and begins to breathe quickly. You must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Reach in your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. He goes for it and gobbles up the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize from the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My MD, were you studying something with cinnamon? Oh, oof. I've been sitting in a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important bit of wisdom. Thank you, MD, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see... Before he can go on any further, Miriam's love drama spills out into class. Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room.
I told you to save it for after class. But I miss you. We went on one date, Bob. And how can you miss me when I'm right here?
Bob's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam.
Every time I blink, you go away again.
Is this dude for real, though? Like, really?
That's a really cute thing to say, Miriam. What happened between you and Bob?
I got her in trouble, and now she's mad at me.
I didn't
just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Bob's mother, who blames me for getting hit from every button.
Oh, so that's what you meant by shush house.
Bob, we went on one date. We're over. And it meant so much to me that I made this for you.
You heard to go on arguing. Bob leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. I think that's perfect for her. She loves little creations. She loves little creations. This would be perfect for her. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast all over the final day of school.
Well, that was
unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge is at... Woof. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all at the arena. Before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. I can think of only one beautiful soul, and that is my Colonel Sanders. Okay, her soul's pretty beautiful too. She's very innocent and cute. Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Okay, I'm so bad I could sweat the tiny bug spilling someone dropping some hot cocoa. How could we embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source for frustration is such a silly boy. I know you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Was I supposed to do the dark magic and forget Colonel Sanders? Miriam brights up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not gonna saddle up a Colonel Sanders stallion right off into the sunset without me?
Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. It's not Bob or Clank or anyone else you should meet together tomorrow this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I really should review my menu for the day. I'm gonna make a very special soup.
And I bet Professor Dog is gonna lap it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea how to spend the time before you come up with your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you began to run through a quick test of the recipe you've been working on, MD's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish come second later to you, and you were able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by the Colonel Sanders. MD, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my new station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share some of your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. What kind of loser am I? Give him the pot pie! You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when oven timer goes off behind you. Yep, okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. But did you know this building is only 399 yards? I can smell it from anywhere in the building. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell? Not just pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. I feel like you need more than butter for the crust. Maybe a buttered crust, but you need more than butter for a crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that was made from a heaping helping of TLC, tender love and care. But it'll probably stop burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I done ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking. I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is ready to begin. Sprinkles lays down on the ground rules.
There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got.
You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. Decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seemed to be harnessing this 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity as the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is really getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! I cast egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients to an itty-bitty pot of broth. All joking aside, I would love to see that tiny cooking in real time. That is so adorbs. Van flexes the pectorals as he chops open his sea urchin. Oh, he can't really see me doing it, but, I've got pecs, dude. I promise. Let's rock and ride. Oh. Ashley scoops up her pastries off the tray with lightning speed.
Childless personality spectacle.
Childless personality specialist. Even Clank gets in on it.
5-dial pressure point checking cooking technique.
Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold.
It was the singularity, as was foretold.
We mustn't let this happen, or the Appliance Uprising will take us all.
Self-destruct.
Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frankly prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out to use some dark magic to turn the tide. You've got a book of your own and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. You should take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic. Do it the hard way, as my man-hunk suggests. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Yeah! Colonel Sanders sees that you're chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe you, MD. Miriam notices too.
Believe in you, MD, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Even if it's like quirky and clumsy and do tiny dishes.
You turn to notice Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering, who's cooking?
Tiny food, I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Do your best, small friend.
Well, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
What? It's a secret ingredient.
However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get an eye of newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up in a dark cloud that thickens. Oh, is that the spell thing? It is I, Steve, the spork monster. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have Contra Skeeve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty all right. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than on TV. You crazy kids, your culinary skills. Really impressive. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster knows that you've got Grimoire stashed beneath the cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and actually summon me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? Well, I'd love to. I've always wanted to be in Top Chef, actually. You know, when I was just a spork pup back in the old country, you can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like they're very lonely there. Very lonely. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should walk from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. Oh, I understand. It's kind of like that time in Moscow when I had to fall asleep during a scare tactics class and I woke up. Toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes that. I need to work. Steve, I need to cook. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. You having suffered the huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out of culinary school. Boop. I would not have to want to play this all over again. Extra power. I could do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win! Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as you culinary edges. What am I going? Super chefing? I don't know. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been prepping their entire lives for... Yes, MT, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue, you dead boy. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for the moment. I will show the world my cookery! You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know what? With this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would have been super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven can't be served. But don't worry, dear MD. You may have suffered some setbacks, but not all is lost. The pressure of your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decided you've earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. Wait, I took the pot pie out! Why is it burning? Oh, because we already ate it. He sets up to your station and stands right behind you. I'm here to help. As you manage to make mac and cheese and time is almost up, you're gonna need it. Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What happened to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. My heart says you. Wait, what? A guy! Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surprise their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form perfect the perfect food union. Fusion food! What's up with this Dragon Ball Z BS? Time's up, students. With time expired is the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, Clank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm lying.
Sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom, hooked by the elastic of his underpants. Reminds me in middle school. Bob, get down there from right now.
Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this?
Wait, let me guess. Did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad.
A wedge salad, not a wedgie. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly the yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks, Clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. Leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long... Wouldn't it be funny if the 4 top students are what pass, and since there's only 4, it wouldn't matter? Wow, 3 whole days long. Felt like 3 days. But after days of hard work, as the time has come for me to eat, Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish with that excited expression of power.
I've made gato udon noodles in a savory soup.
That really looks awesome, except that it's tiny and will fit on my tongue. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naratumaki I spy floating in an itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes.
Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Is he puffy about that or about the food?
Yeah, sprinkles and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully snips around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip in the bowl, which is everything. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, but it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+, rarely do I taste a dish with this much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug because I got her out of the slump, I guess. I don't know.
Thank you, MD, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and Axune urchin shell topped with caviar. I'm not a big fan of shellfish, but that does look pretty good. I'd do it. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close to all the spikes. He begins to paw at it irregularly, causing the custard to slush around. Off! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He rolls back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the saying. I can't eat this. It's fucking my tongue.
Disqualified! Oof!
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of noodles would make it difficult to eat? Now, if only the corgi could use a spoon or something. And, I mean, you're holding a spatula, so why not a spoon? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified. For glamour?
Don't discuss sympathy!
This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
I know, yeah. I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps with calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom chicken delight little light, North Swan syrup, Tasha, French, meringue, and connected by sugar glass.
That looks cute AF. That looks really cute. Really cute.
That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it anyway. It is very vital and meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food in a cooking stool? School?
Get toast in your eat. I told you it's a piece.
Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the college of eating school for the hungry.
That's a scoop? That's a soup kitchen. Just go to a soup kitchen.
I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. And I'm very sad about that. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You would go hide, kissy.
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This is the last you heard of me.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese becomes something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. There's somewhere in the room a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. It completely blew me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that it passes in the class. Great on a curve much? You pass, and even you get a pass. You get a pass, and you get a pass, and you get a pass, and you get a pass. I'm gonna pass you up. Everyone gathers around and partakes of mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnificent fragrance. When they gaze upon a mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they do better than this one? Really, mac and cheese and chicken. I didn't get mac and cheese with my chicken. Now that the school year is complete and everyone is graduated, the students return for one assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, this humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
Jesus, is in the...
You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach a dog old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley... Bro, what? A gym nut? And that's pretty cute, too. That is actually really cute. I kind of missed the hat. The hat really kind of tied it together, though. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they're committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghost allowed at this graduation is clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Where did you get the ghost costume? Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out. Hey, everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off.
Maybe things work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the ballroom floor like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance?
It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking to the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat, a crown. Welcome back, Bob. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accepted your diploma. We had it directly mailed to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, that's why he's in the school. And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of a chancellor of such and such.
Miriam!
Oh.
Miriam, will you be my lady king?
What an incredible turn of events, an offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess or maybe a queen. I'm not even sure if he even knows. But either way, crowns and gowns, baby. Crowns and gowns, baby. I'm going to use the crap out of that.
I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life.
A twist on a twist?
So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny fools to meticulously scope and then watch actually get blown away by a seagull's knees.
Okie dokie. The music at the dance interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my... Now that I've graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? Why do that twice?
I actually feel like I knew it this whole time.
Now that I have learned the way of your kinds, I must return. Portal opened up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, the man of the hour, Colonel Sanders appears. Bro! What a shirt! Whoa! Dude, I wish I looked that good in a shirt. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day when you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give him a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of Chicken Man. I not reminded people to go out and buy my chicken. No, it's not the end. Everyone feasts on the delicious chicken dinner. Carl Sackers finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. MD, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities you would expect to find in such a lucky person? On top of my head, I don't know. Spicy must, tidy goatee, and a degree from the University Cooking School, Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day then now, isn't it? Would you dance with me? Oh, would I? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. Once my 100th friend is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, MD. Yeah, that is unfortunately the life of an entrepreneur. How sweet, we'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time of school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Candace's respect as a chef? Can you live with only one half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with the other love? The life of his entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. Oh my dear MT, I'm sure that you will find your place eventually. Along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. That's... I sacrificed so much to get to him. I sacrificed so much. So much to get to him. Okay, I'm going to load to places where I fucked up and see what I can do. Oh, what? I don't know. What? Forget it. Thanks for joining me with I Love You, Colonel Sanders. a finger-licking good dating simulator. All about fried chicken.
I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Devil in a red dress, call 911.